Episode 19, Maelstrom Case. Montana, United States. Maelstrom Air Force Base is a United States Air Force installation situated in Cascade County, Montana. Its primary mission is to maintain and operate intercontinental ballistic missiles as part of the U.S. Nuclear Deterrent Force. In 1967, the United States found itself deeply involved in the Vietnam War, while navigating the intricate dynamics of the ongoing Cold War. During this year, Robert Salas served as a missile launch officer at Maelstrom Air Force Base, located in Montana. On the morning of March 16, 1967, Robert Salas and his commander, Fred Mywald, were both on duty at Oscar Flight, which was part of the 490th Strategic Missile Squadron. This squadron oversaw 5 launch control facilities named Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, and Oscar. Robert Salas and his commander were situated approximately 60 feet, about 18 meters underground, inside the missile launch control room, with no visibility to the outside. At that time, Robert Salas received a call from the security controller stationed above the bunker. The security guard informed him that some of the guards had been observing unusual lights moving around the site and near the control facility. In a somewhat light-hearted manner, Salas jokingly inquired if they could be unidentified flying objects, UFOs. The guard responded by stating that these lights did not resemble any known aircraft. Salas instructed the guard to call if anything else unusual occurred and concluded the conversation. However, a few minutes later, the concerned guard called again, reporting that a glowing red object was hovering right outside the front gate. The guards had their weapons drawn and aimed at the flying object. While the guard was on the phone with Salas, one of the guards was injured by this object, forcefully ending the call. Robert Salas immediately went to alert his commander, who was taking a nap. As Salas recounted the incident to his commander, something extraordinary occurred. The 10 missiles under their control began to shut down one by one, entering a no-go condition. These missiles were Minuteman I missiles, equipped with nuclear warheads. Both Salas and his commander initiated system queries, which indicated guidance and control system failures. Following this sequence of events, the glowing red oval-shaped object rapidly departed at high speed. The U.S. Air Force conducted an extensive investigation of the entire incident, but was unable to identify a probable cause for the missile shutdowns. The investigative team concluded that there was no viable explanation for the situation, since all the missiles were not physically connected to each other and had independent and alternative power sources. One of the investigators theorized that the only conceivable way the system could have been interfered with was through some form of electromagnetic force, transmitted via the buried cables that connected to these missiles. Later, Salas discovered that a similar incident had occurred at Echo Flight 8 days earlier. A security team dispatched to investigate security infractions also encountered the same object, en route. All individuals involved were required to sign non-disclosure agreements classifying the information as top secret and prohibiting them from sharing it with anyone, including their families. Typically, after an incident, Salas would receive a debrief, but on this occasion, that did not happen. The investigators were compelled to halt their inquiry and refrain from filing any reports. Subsequently, many of the guards who had reported these incidents were sent off to serve in Vietnam. Later, The United States Air Force declassified the files related to this incident through a Freedom of Information Act FOIA request.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and to turn on the notifications. I will see you on the next episode of UFO Real.